What if I told you there's a single number that can unlock unlimited free energy for the entire planet? Or imagine a frequency so powerful that it could wirelessly transmit electricity to every corner of Earth without a single cable. Yes. I know this sounds like pure science fiction, like something straight out of a Marvel movie, but the truth is, Nikola Tesla discovered this exact frequency over 100 years ago, and he called it the key to understanding the entire universe. Tesla said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." And he wasn't just speaking philosophically. He had found the frequency. This wasn't just theory scribbled in a notebook. Tesla built an entire tower, the famous Wardenclyffe Tower, specifically designed to broadcast this frequency across the world. And do you know what happened during his first test? Light bulbs placed 25 miles away from the tower lit up without any wires connected to them. People witnessed it with their own eyes. Free electricity pulled straight from the air. From that moment, Tesla knew he had unlocked something that would change humanity forever. But then everything went dark. So the question is, what was this secret frequency? And more importantly, why was it hidden from the world? Well, to understand that, we need to go back to where it all began. Let me tell you the untold story. Nikola Tesla wasn't born into wealth or privilege. He grew up in a small village in Croatia, where his mind worked differently from everyone else. While other children played outside, young Nikola was obsessed with watching lightning storms, trying to understand the patterns in nature. His father wanted him to become a priest, to follow the family tradition. But Tesla had a different calling. He wanted to understand electricity. When he was 17, he contracted cholera and nearly died. On what everyone thought was his deathbed, his father finally gave in and said, "If you recover, I'll send you to the best engineering school." Tesla recovered almost miraculously within days. He went on to study electrical engineering in Austria, and that's where his obsession with frequency began. After graduation, he moved to America with just 4 cents in his pocket and a letter of recommendation to Thomas Edison. Edison hired him, but their relationship quickly fell apart. Why? Because Tesla believed in alternating current, a system based on frequency and vibration. Edison believed in direct current, brute force with no elegance. Edison mocked Tesla's ideas and refused to pay him the promised bonus. So Tesla left and started the Tesla Electric Light Company. Within years, he proved that AC current was superior, and the world adopted his system. But Tesla wasn't satisfied with just powering homes. He wanted to unlock the fundamental frequency of nature itself. After his success with alternating current, Tesla's life took a strange turn. He became reclusive, working alone in his laboratory for days without sleep. Friends noticed he was haunted by the death of his older brother Daniel, who had died in a mysterious accident when they were children. According to the American Psychological Association, 35% of people who experience childhood trauma develop obsessive work patterns as a coping mechanism, and Tesla fit that profile perfectly. He channeled all his grief into his work, and during this period of isolation, something remarkable happened. His social life transformed completely. He started dressing in expensive suits, dining at the finest restaurants in New York, and became known as one of the most eligible bachelors in the city. Women were fascinated by him, though he never married. He claimed his celibacy allowed him to focus his energy purely on his inventions, and it was during this transformation that he made his greatest discoveries about frequency. One night, while working late in his laboratory, Tesla had a breakthrough. He discovered that Earth itself has a pulse, a natural resonant frequency. He measured it at approximately 7.83 Hertz. Today, we call this the Schumann resonance, but Tesla identified it decades before Schumann was even born. His idea was revolutionary. If you could tap into Earth's natural frequency, you could transmit energy wirelessly across the entire planet. Imagine, no power lines, no electric bills, just free energy for everyone, everywhere. He wrote in his notes, "The Earth is a conductor of acoustical resonance. We can use it as a wireless transmission medium. But here's what's incredible. Modern science has now confirmed Tesla was absolutely right. In 2023, researchers at MIT published a study showing that wireless power transmission is not only possible but highly efficient when tuned to specific frequencies. They're literally using Tesla's 100-year-old principles with today's technology. The technology isn't fully commercialized yet, but it's at a very promising stage. Major companies like Apple and Samsung are already experimenting with wireless charging based on these exact frequency principles. Tesla saw all of this coming a century ago. Tesla didn't just theorize about this frequency, he built a massive tower to prove it worked. The Wardenclyffe Tower in New York was designed to be the world's first wireless power station. The tower was 187 feet tall, with roots going 120 feet into the ground, specifically designed to tap into Earth's resonant frequency. Let me explain how it worked with a simple example. You know how when you push someone on a swing, if you push at just the right moment with the swing's natural rhythm, they go higher and higher with less effort? That's resonance. Tesla's tower worked the same way. By matching Earth's natural frequency, he could amplify energy and transmit it wirelessly through the atmosphere and ground. During his first major test in 1903, something extraordinary happened. Witnesses reported seeing electrical sparks jumping between metal objects miles away from the tower. Light bulbs glowed without any connection to power sources. The sky itself seemed to glow with an eerie blue light. But then disaster struck, not from the technology, but from money. Tesla's primary investor, J.P. Morgan, abruptly pulled all funding. Why? Because Morgan realized that if Tesla succeeded, nobody would need to pay for electricity anymore. You can't put a meter on free energy from the air. So Morgan withdrew his money, and the tower was never completed. Tesla tried desperately to find other investors, but every door was closed. The tower stood abandoned, and eventually it was demolished in 1917. But Tesla never gave up on the frequency. Tesla lived through a dark period in human history. He witnessed World War I, which killed 20 million people. He saw the devastation of the Great Depression, where millions lost everything. And toward the end of his life, he watched World War II begin, knowing it would be even more catastrophic. All of this death and suffering was partly driven by one thing: the fight for resources, especially energy resources. Tesla believed that if energy was free and abundant for everyone, most wars would become pointless. Why fight over oil, coal, or territory if everyone already has unlimited power? So he dedicated the last decades of his life to two goals: perfecting wireless energy transmission and finding the exact frequency that would make it possible on a global scale. He believed he had found two specific frequencies that were the keys to everything. One would provide free energy. The other would unlock what he called the secrets of the universe itself. Let's talk about Tesla's second secret frequency, 3, 6, and 9. Tesla was obsessed with these numbers. He would walk around buildings 3 times before entering. He demanded hotel rooms with numbers divisible by 3. He used exactly 18 napkins at dinner. That's 3 times 6. People thought he was just superstitious or crazy. But Tesla said, if you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, then you would have the key to the universe. What did he mean? Modern mathematics has discovered something called the vortex math system, where the numbers 3, 6, and 9 create perfect mathematical patterns that appear throughout nature, in flower petals, in DNA spirals, in planetary orbits. Tesla believed these numbers represented a frequency pattern that underlies all of reality. But trying to prove all of this came at a terrible cost to Tesla's health. He would work for 20 hours straight, surviving on just crackers and milk. His assistants reported that he started experiencing severe mental strain. He claimed he could hear electrical signals that nobody else could detect. He said he received messages from extraterrestrial sources, frequencies from Mars. The scientific community began to mock him openly. Newspapers called him the mad scientist. Investors refused to meet with him. Even his former admirers started to distance themselves. In 1931, Tesla gave an interview where he announced he had perfected wireless energy transmission and knew the exact frequencies needed. He said, I have harnessed the cosmic rays and caused them to operate a motive device. More than 25 years ago, I began my efforts to harness the cosmic rays. I can now state that I have succeeded. He promised to demonstrate it to the world within months, but nobody took him seriously anymore. The scientific journals refused to publish his papers. The government ignored his letters. His frequency research was dismissed as the ravings of a broken genius. People considered his frequency claims pure fantasy, just like they had dismissed wireless communication before he proved that worked too. In his final years, Tesla became desperate. He tried to pitch his wireless energy system to the US government and even to the Soviet Union. Both governments rejected his proposals without even testing them. Tesla said that what seemed impossible to everyone, he had already achieved, and very soon the world would see the truth. Everyone waited for the moment when Tesla would finally reveal his secret frequency. But on January 7, 1943, at the age of 86, Nikola Tesla died alone in room 3327 of the New Yorker Hotel. That's right, room 3327, which adds up to 15, which reduces to 6, one of his sacred numbers. Within hours of his death, the FBI raided his room and seized all his documents, research notes, and equipment. Everything related to his frequency research vanished into government vaults. The official report said his papers contained no workable ideas. But then why classify them? Why keep them secret for over 70 years? And the secret of his frequency died with him, or so they wanted us to believe. But friends, do you know what the strangest thing is about Tesla's death? Despite having over 300 patents to his name, despite inventing the technology that powers our entire modern world, Tesla died completely broke. He couldn't even pay his hotel bill. He survived on charity from the hotel owners in his final years. How does the man who gave us AC current, radio remote control, and wireless communication die penniless? The answer is simple. His inventions were stolen. Investigations after his death revealed that many of his patents were registered under other scientists' names, including Marconi for radio, which Tesla had actually invented first. Major corporations built trillion-dollar industries on his ideas without paying him a cent. And his most important discovery, the secret frequency that could give free energy to the world, was deliberately suppressed. So now the real question is, what was that exact frequency, and where is Tesla's research today? Well, friends, to learn the shocking truth about what happened to Tesla's frequency research, and whether it's being used in secret today, you should definitely watch our next video. We've uncovered classified documents that reveal exactly what the government found in Tesla's room. And if this video opened your eyes to Tesla's genius, do give it a like. Subscribe to this channel for more hidden truths like this, to keep your mind awakened to the frequencies around you, and as always, stay curious, keep questioning, and keep searching for the truth.